C's and you're watching Notes, Aperitif's behind the scenes series featuring Detroit, Michigan's house music community. The producers, DJs, management, the least talked about, logistics, media, photography, venues, patrons, promotions, and merchandise. Yes, Detroit has it all. Detroit's house music community is historically rich, momentous, vibrant, and diverse. Our set location host for this segment is Cathell Color Company, located at 24242 Woodward Avenue, Suite 200, Pleasant Ridge, Michigan, 48069. Thank you. In 2007, international rock star and what I'll also call the international Bang the Box rock stars, Detroit DJ and producer Mike Agent X Clark invited me to his Tuesday night residency at Via Nove, Ferndale, entitled Mischiato, meaning to mix, to blend, to shuffle. Memorable, magical. You see, something was completely different in the music. Not your typical house or deep house of which I was accustomed on the club scene. As I danced across the floor, I began to feel being in love, becoming stronger and stronger. What was happening? Who is this DJ playing music unlike no other? I call it lounge house. That which I listen to at home while entertaining or driving about. Mario Biondi, one of my favorite songs, This Is What You Are, from the album Handful of Soul, 2006. Just listen to these lyrics as I recite them. Write your number on my wall. It's all you gotta do. Crave your shadow on my wall. As long as I've been following my guest today, rarely does he play the same song from set to set. And that remains true today. Without further ado, I welcome to the show John Cathell, also known as powdrblu.
Hey, C.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
Getting comfortable?
I am getting comfortable.
All right. I want to welcome you here, and I'm very grateful that you have allowed me to use your space today.
Absolutely.
Now, knowing that you are a connoisseur of coffee, I would like for you to try my signature cocktail drink. Can be made with or without liquor, called aperitif.
Excellent.
We have already made it.
It's all
and
here.
let me know what you think, and be honest, and no, do not ask me for the recipe.
Wow, I like the spice. Woo. That's nice.
That's good. Now,
What's we got?
okay, now let's take it to the booth.
Okay.
Front and center, as we take this journey into your life as a DJ. Where were you born, grew up, and at what age did you discover the art of DJing and felt that first impulse to take up the art?
I was born in Detroit proper, Detroit, Michigan, at Mount Carmel Hospital, June 15th, 1967, just 2 months before the riots, or a month before the riots, I believe. Basically, from there, we ended up throughout my childhood moving around quite a bit. We were poor, so we had to be uprooted a lot. And in the course of me, my school career, at least through elementary, through high school, I went to 12 schools. So
12 schools.
So we moved around quite a bit, and it was just based on the logistics of money and not having it and having to find your way. So.
Okay. Now,
But getting back to the DJ part of how did I find it, it sort of found me, like, being a child in the 70s, growing up, music was really an outlet for me. It was one thing that sort of gave me peace and gave me escape. And certainly growing up through the 70s, there were a lot of DJs in radio that were basically crafting characters. Basically, in the 80s, we really got the full spectrum of that with the Electrifying Mojo, but certainly there were other guys under him, Mike Halloran, who did Radios in Motion over at WDET. There was just a plethora of things coming out that were just, in my neighborhood. I mean, I went from hearing, anything from, let's see what I got here. David Ruffin, Marvin Gaye, Idris Muhammad. These were things that, like, wow, what is this? I found, when I found the Crusaders, Street Life was my jam, and I used to sort of ride my bike around the Colchesters, which was the government housing that we lived in Mount Clemens. And I would ride my bike around with my desktop tape recorder because I didn't have enough money for a boom box, and it would hook it up on my bike, and I would just cruise around, listen to Street Life. So I think at that point, that was sort of, I was definitely leaning toward the idea of radio and going into that environment, and it was at the age of 10 that I really
10 years old.
Got it interested in it. And then at 12 and 13, I started DJing, dances, junior high dances. And then several years later, when I turned 18, I got my first gig at Bookie's Club 870, which was a punk club. And I started doing, at that point it was DJ Johnny Dog.
That was your DJ name?
That was my DJ
Johnny Dog.
Johnny Dog.
And how did that come about?
That came about was, everybody had to have some kind of, it was, there were guys, Joey Malicious and other, there were guys that were just those kinds of names, and that's where we fell.
And then how did you make the transition from Johnny Dog to Powder Blue, which I absolutely love, and the unique spelling? If you could let our audience know how you spell Powder Blue.
One word, all lowercase, no E's. So powdrblu.
All right.
That was a gift from my wife, who's a very talented designer, and she nailed it. So.
All right. Now, I've been told that you are a collector of vinyl.
Yeah.
How many records do you think you own?
Oh, geez,
Just an estimate.
Well, when it comes to albums, maybe I would think 7,000, 8,000.
How many?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say 700.
No.
7,000 to 8,000.
Probably, and then we're talking CDs, which is another, talking about these numbers are not great in case my wife sees this.
Oh. First ladies rock, okay? Okay, and
because then my secret's out.
Now, I did ask you to bring some vinyl from your collection, in particularly some of your favorite, well-known international rock stars, and like I said, international bang the box rock stars. So can you take us through a few of those, please?
Sure. Well, in terms of influences, we talked about the Crusaders' Street Life album, pillar for me. And now this is just sort of the foundation for me. Everything But the Girl was another Eden album, huge influence on me. Has a very stripped down bossa nova vibe to it.
Oh, yes.
It sort of clued me in. Certainly, the the Style Council. This album was really the one that taught me about, showed me what it was like to be eclectic with your style of music and your approach, and certainly Paul Weller's style and his songwriting, top notch. I know you're a big fan of this.
Leonard Cohen.
This Leonard Cohen, famous blue raincoat. You can't mess with it. You just can't. And then certainly getting into
the Detroit.
Our Detroit stuff, the King, KDJ, all without a doubt. One of the first DJs that I ever saw at, I think it was the Detroit Electronic Music Festival at that point, was Theo Parrish. And I remember the end of his set, banged it, just banged it. And then at the end of his set, he just drops in Little Ghetto Boy by Donny Hathaway off the live album. It just left such an impression on me.
Can you move in a little closer?
Sure.
I don't want you to get off.
Yeah, no sweat.
Okay, thank you.
Detroit Experiment, killer record for me. Carl Craig doing his thing. Amp Fiddler plays on here. Many others. Just great album. You might even hear this on Thursday. Blair French, bought this. Vince Patricola sold this to me over at
Spotlight.
Yeah, so I've been, it's a good source there. Oh, record's falling. DJ Meeks, can't miss it. One of the new guys, Jake, goes by Jocko, right?
Yes, Jake Matthews, also known as Jaco or Jocko. And
then sort of newer record, something that I think you and I both agree on.
Yes.
Rye, the Woman album, to me, this was sort of the album that sort of helped pull me through COVID.
Yes.
It's very elegant record. Just love it. Just love it. But I could sit here and go through records and all day long we could talk about this.
Okay, so. All right. Thank you for that history. I absolutely love it. Now, you ready to move on?
I'm ready to move on.
Now you know the drill. I have here in my hand my notes.
I picked the numbers.
The mystery questions, of which you have randomly selected 6, right?
Yep.
And you have not been given these questions exactly? Correct?
I've not cheated. Nope.
Okay, you've not cheated. All right. Now, let's get down. Question number 1, which is number 3. What has another artist shared with you that continues to be wise advice?
Basically, early on, and I don't know that I have an answer for that in the sense of when DJs are talking, we're all sort of, but if there was advice that I was going to give to me, I or any DJ, is play what you know, play what you like. When you're forced into playing out of your element, if you're playing, if you're being forced to sort of drop hip hop and you don't play hip hop, how well do you think that's going to go, right? And so that's why I sort of stay in my house lane and my lounge lane, and it's not going to surprise people when they see me, but also I have to connect to it, because if I'm going to stand there and sort of share it with people, it's got to be good enough to transcend that.
Exactly.
So
would you say that you connect on some level with every single track that you drop?
I try to. Again, if somebody asks for something, you try to sort of do your thing and trying to entertain to where people don't have to sort of come and sort of, puppet master you. But for me, it's just like, let me drive, and I promise to take you on a journey.
Oh, wow. Let me drive.
So.
All right. Now, question number 2, which is question number 8.
Okay, that makes sense.
What is the most What is the most challenging room you've ever played?
We talked about this.
Oh, wait. Can I just tell our audience a little bit about your history of the types of different venues you've played?
Sure.
Okay, we can actually name them back and forth.
Sure.
DIA, Dining by Design, Macy's, Infinity Yacht, Ovation Yacht,
Yep. Carmanos.
Carmanos.
Yeah.
Was it Mercedes-Benz, the party you took me to?
I think so. Yeah.
Mercedes-Benz.
Oh well. And then,
Infinity.
And then I was doing the Chrysler Black Tie parties for a while. Too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what else have I missed? Oh, I said Dining by Design, which
Yep.
was absolutely beautiful.
Yep. And then this past summer, I got to open for KDJ, Kenny Dixon Jr., Moody Man, over at Aretha Franklin Theater. That was fun. It was a torrential downpour. It was,
and we have the pictures
something.
to prove it, right?
Yeah, we do.
Wow, that was a great night. Okay. So what's been the most challenging room you've played?
This past summer I played a set, a couple sets over at TV Bar, and I don't know that it was. The desire was for me to sort of play to the crowd, and when someone sort of directs me to play to the crowd is when I get confused, because for me it's just like, okay, this is what I do and this is what I try to do for everybody. I mean, it's just like when I play. So the idea when you come in prepared and you're ready with this idea of where you're going to go, you obviously you keep it open. You don't want to sort of you want it to be creative and have that growth as you're playing happen.
Yes.
But at the same time, you need a little bit of a roadmap, especially when you're buying and playing new music and that sort of thing.
I want to be close to him. I want to be close to you. Okay. All right. Oh, that's a song. Close to You, right?
Yeah. Carole King.
All right. Now.
Oh wait, no. Close to You is Carpenter.
Right. You want to sing a little bit?
No, I don't. I don't.
All right. Question number 3, which is 13. What gets you bogged down? Because I know you're a perfectionist.
Everything up until the gig. You know what I mean? Everything up until on the box, because I'm worried about connectivity, things working. Certainly, I went away from vinyl in terms of playing about 15 years or so ago. And certainly with COVID, I had 1200s just sitting at home in the basement. Why am I not pulling them out and pulling my records out? I started bringing them here to work, and of course the habit sort of, you get that first taste again, and then I'm at the record store every other day.
All right. Okay, moving right along. Question number 4, which is question number 27. And I think I know the answer to this. Your music story, what are you conveying? What do you want the audience to feel?
Emotive, and ideally, a transference, and through the night that you basically are able to, dance through your worries, that you can just have a moment that is yours, and if the DJ can help you get to that light,
yes,
that is the magic that every DJ wants, right? That you want to experience.
I've never heard a moment that is yours. That's pretty neat. Pretty neat. Okay, moving right along. What is your philosophy?
Golden rule, which is treat others the way you want to be treated. If we all did that, we'd all be whistling to work every day, right? Or whistling to wherever we're going.
Yes. Do you own a whistle?
I can't even whistle. That's what's it.
I can't whistle either. But do you own a whistle?
I do
No.
not.
Okay, I don't own one either.
I do not. Maybe they need to put that sort of kind of device on the iPhone since it has everything else, right? So.
Exactly. Okay. Question number 5. Your favorite TV series?
Certainly The Sopranos was great. Yeah, you can't mess with that. You can't mess with The Sopranos. You can't mess with James Gandolfini. It's just amazing, amazing thing.
So to this day, that's your favorite?
Still my favorite.
All right. Okay. And your favorite, oh, you just mentioned your favorite character.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have, how about a favorite line? Is there throughout that whole series?
Yeah, this is where I sort of get confused. Well, where it's that free form, right? I don't always have that. So let me.
It's okay if you don't. Yeah, that's okay. All right. Now, I love this question, and so far, none of the DJs have selected this one yet. Question number 6. You will never see me waste.
Waste. Oh.
That's the question.
You'll never see me waste. I don't want to waste time anymore.
Oh, yes.
I got too little of it left. We all do.
Yes.
So
yes.
every day we have less.
All right. What are you learning right now as we wrap this up?
I'm learning on a personal level. I'm trying to sort of grow beyond my frustrations, grow beyond my anger that we all carry. That our biases are, certainly day-to-day frustrations, and certainly what we're living through right now is unprecedented. Mm-hmm. It's been challenging for everyone. We're all a little in bizarro world. We're not normal, but we're not the same. So to me, I think it's important for us all just look out for one another and support your friends. It's just like support them without even knowing that that when they're not expecting it. It's just that's what we need. We need surprises of love.
Oh yes, that's beautiful. Surprises of love.
So that to me is
and
key
in
right
Detroit's house music community, we have plenty of that. Okay, now, you have any current residencies and projects?
I am currently playing a monthly first Thursdays of every month over at Bolero in their lounge. It's a specific, sort of based on what I do. Sort of the first hour or so is more loungy, groovy, and then we progress into a deeper house. Sexy, try to sexy it up, as much as we can. So.
Okay. Okay. And please tell our audience, what is Bolero and where is it located?
Bolero is a bowling complex that's owned by Dean Elliott, Kelly Elliott, and Dave Zania, who also owns the Majestic Complex downtown. And they bought it, I think, 3 years ago and sort of done a tremendous renovation on it, and it's a super cool place. Typically they have DJs playing in the bowling alley. When I come in on Thursdays, we keep it specific to the lounge because that's the right environment for me. So.
Okay, and that is once a month on a Thursday?
Once a month, the first Thursday. I think the next one is going to be June 2nd, January.
Okay, very good. Les, is there anything else you'd like to know? I'm sorry, that you would like for us to know or you would like to say?
For me, again, I think patience is key for everybody right now, and I think whatever we can do to sort of help neighbors and help other DJs and help people that run a business. It's just like if you can give them work, give them work. If you can help a DJ get a gig, help a DJ get a gig. If you can I mean, you know, community is key.
Yes,
you know?
community is key.
And not just in the DJ world, in every realm of life. It's just like, if you can buy things from Detroit, buy things from Detroit. If you can support a Detroit company as opposed to another company out of state, support your home. You know.
Yes, yes.
So
you mean Detroit metro area, not necessarily
Detroit metro,
Detroit proper.
Michigan proper.
Yes,
But, you know,
yes.
if it stays in the mitten, we're good.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, how can people follow you via your websites or social media?
Social media, you can find me as powdrblu. Again, POWDRBLU. Same thing on Instagram. It's DJ powdrblu.
Okay.
So,
All right. This has been excellent. I have really enjoyed sitting down with you today. And by the way, powdrblu and I are very good friends.
Very good friends.
So I'm so happy to finally have had this opportunity to connect with you on a completely different level.
well, and thanks for having me, and thanks for doing what you're doing to spotlight our DJs that need some love, that need support, that people need to know about.
Yes.
Getting back to what I was saying before, in terms of, to me, being a DJ, it's not about me. It's about the music that I'm playing, and the goal is to turn people on to things that they may not know about.
Yes.
I mean, and that is a great gift to be able to do, and that's what keeps me going through Track Source and going to record stores and searching things out that is going to, well, wait till they hear this.
Right. Yes.
So,
like you introducing me to Rye.
yeah,
You know,
it
sending
just-
me through Spotify, check this out, right? Which is what we generally do.
Yep.
And I remember the first track I heard, I was blown away. And I listened to that album every day. I still listen to Rye every day. Those songs are beautiful. Lyrically, they are amazing.
Yep.
All right, and it speaks to my heart. Love, 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 love. Okay. DJ powdrblu plays this Thursday, 6 to 9, the happy hour for TV Lounge. I so hope you join us for cocktails, conversation, chill, or grab my hand and do what I love to do, hit the dance floor. There is so much more to come. Collaborating across Detroit's house music community is primary focal point, and I look forward to sitting down with you. So stay tuned, and I want to leave you on this personal note, especially coming off of what powdrblu just mentioned. God's imagination is unlimited, acting in and through each of us. So, whatever you envision, yes, you can. Thank you for watching, and you know, if you like this show, please hit the subscribe button, and we will see you next time.
I hope to see you Thursday. Thanks, C.